Next step over here is we want to change this fuel cap. We'll leave this cover over here, but this, I want to change this. But we've got these corner pieces that cover this whole section, and it goes right over until here. I just want to take them out of the box and see how they fit, and that'll determine whether this goes on after or before. And that'll determine what we do with these tail lights and the grille that goes on after them. Okay, so we've got the new fuel cap installed. It's clean. Okay, so I had to switch to another camera, but we installed the new gas cap. It was quite the mission. I had to take off this light, and basically what you do, you take off these two screws, it slides that way and it comes off, and then you get access to the tabs at the back over here, and you can unclip it, and then it just comes out when you unclip it, and then you clip in the new one. And most importantly is there's a gasket over here that gets the seal and built up pressure over there. It's sealed on that gasket. This is just a cover on the outside, but it's sealed on that gasket. There's a gasket in there that gets the seal, and it's so important that that happens. We also installed these light protectors from Temu. They're not for like really hard knocks on the lights, but just like shrubs and brushes, and you know, when you push past a bush then it hits back. I wanted to install those covers on the corner over here, but that didn't work out. I have them over here, it's a bit messy. They don't look so nice, so we've just done this, and we've got the other one installed over here. Now what I'm going to do over here to protect these screws is just put a dab of wax over them and just paint them nicely with wax, and that should be good. It should do the trick. Light guards is protect from shrubs and reversing so it doesn't break this. Any branches sticking out. Also installed this new gas cap. The old one was faded. This one's made of aluminium, under bit is plastic, so it actually works out quite well. It's installed over there. It's good, sealed tight. We put these shoulder guards on to give Mando that Mandalorian look. Grill guards that we got from Temu, and the rifle bumper. And tough dogs. 2-inch lift, and then we corrected the geometry. It's not that much out, but it wasn't that much out, and also the steering angle sensor. I recalibrated the ABS for this new height. Okay, so we're here at the warehouse, and we've just gotten the bumper fitted on. We're going to tighten it nicely when we get back to base. Some space there between the bumper and the exhaust. You don't want that to catch on fire, but we're going to put some detail ease on this and see if that restores the color. I did put some over here and you see the difference, so let's see. It was just a test that I did when I got the car. I've connected the reverse camera. I just need to put the plates on, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is Detail Ease. It's one of the products I use. I actually got a value pack that came with multiple different chemicals, including the Cerakote, which I haven't yet done on this Jeep. It's going to shine in nicely. I did it on the Jimny. It's just a lot of work to do it, because once you start, you have to finish what you start. But this Tire X is actually a special oil type gel that is supposed to be put on the tires. But if you read behind over here, it says Tire X is gentle enough to be used on plastics and rubber and protects against harmful UV rays that cause discoloration, fading, and cracking. And it lasts long lasting, and it's hydrophobic, and it's high gloss. So we use that to actually restore these plastics. It hasn't been rubbed in properly, but this was faded white, like it had lost the black color on it. So we use that, and we also use that on the rear bumper, which you'll see coming up next. I've also used it on the chimney. I actually used it there first and I saw how effective it was and how it works. So we're going to use it on Mando and see how it goes. Mando is coming together bit by bit. In the future we want to stick a sticker over here, just naming it Mando. But let's get back into the video. Okay, so there's Mando. After we put some detail ease on we need to put a few layers on the fender flares. But you can see it's not that faded white, it's actually shining nicely. I'm gonna park it in the sun right now, put the number plate in the right place finally. And I'm gonna park it in the sun a bit, let that detail ease just go in. Also put some detail ease on the roof. It comes off. Just renew the plastics. Put back the rich black color to it. And the rifle bumper. Okay, so I want to do a quick video on these grab handles. These are sold on Temu and they're full aluminium. Even the spacer is aluminium. And they're very useful. So basically what I did was I took out the 13mm nut. You'll find a 13mm nut on the A pillar or on the pillar over here, and also one at the top. Take them out, and with the one over here you just need to be very careful when you take it out, because if it falls in here then you have to take off the whole side panel to get it out. So when you take it out, just be very gentle and careful and take it out slowly once it's loose. And then basically you put these spacers in. The long one goes on this side over here and the short one goes on top, and you torque them down to 25 foot-pounds, which is about 33 Newton meters of torque. But personally I went to 28. I didn't want to over tighten these things because they're quite tight as they are, and they're not really moving around, and they're very strong, very steady. So for anyone who has purchased the Temu aluminium grab handles, there's the torque specs if you're looking for them for your JK, and I wish you well. Hope it works. And because these are hex screws or Allen keys, just be gentle and be careful. Make sure the hex is sitting inside carefully and neatly and nicely before you actually start tightening down, because oftentimes if it's not sitting nicely, you're going to strip that hex and then it's stuck and it becomes a big problem. You won't even be able to torque it down. So that's the finished product. It's there, it works. I've put my whole weight, currently I'm putting my whole weight in it, and it's holding. Sorry, it's a bit messy up there. We've got a lot going on in this garage. I'm actually working on the car on the weekend in my spare time. So yeah, my hands are full of wax oil as I was installing the bumper, both back and front. And yeah, it takes some time for this stuff to get off. Okay, so we installed the rear bumper and also the grab handles that help you to get in and out of the car, and also they are useful when you're off-road. You can hold on to them, just another place to grab, and they don't get in the way. They do, however, become a bit invasive with the sun shield. However, there's workarounds for that, and you can make a plan. However, I do feel good about that purchase, and I'm quite happy with the quality. That's a wrap for this video. We'll be back with some more awesome mods. We bought a few things from Temu, so we'll be installing those things on the inside, and we'll also be changing the interior lighting. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up soon.